What's up, everybody? This is Reese here from C Manga, and welcome to our review of Fairy Tail Chapter 390, A Boy's Story. Man, what a chapter! Finally, the full story is revealed between Grey and Silver, and my god, it's actually really cool. So yes, Silver is actually Grey's father, but there is kind of like a little amazing twist. In actual fact, the appearance of his father is actually kind of more of a ruse. You know, the true faceless demon actually has like a really extensive history of Grey. You know, he is in actual fact the one who's like the root of all of Grey's pain. That's right, he is Deloria. That is a name we haven't heard for a very long time. So yeah, the monster demon that basically killed everyone close to him is possessing his deceased father's body. That is actually a really good twist. You know, I swear, I thought like some of the things he was saying was a little bit crazy. You know, like when he was saying about stuff like, oh yeah, I want to possess all of Aura's students and everything. It's like that to me was kind of like a little bit of a strange thing for him to say. So I was kind of like under the impression that he had some way to like kind of he had somehow over the time like absorbed Ur's soul, and that is why he kind of like used a form of ice magic, because obviously Deloria's magic it's never really been explained, you know. But so it's like, how the hell is he using all this ice? That's why I was thinking like, oh yeah, maybe he absorbed Ur's somewhere, you know, like when she died. Obviously Deloria died at the same time, so their souls merged together or some madness like that, something like that. But kind of thinking about it a bit more, it does seem more of a thing like, seeing as how he can actually possess people, maybe he actually possesses their body and then uses the magic that they can use, and then he's only just kind of like amplifying it with his own demonic powers. But either way, you know, the fact that Silver being Grey's father and the whole Deloria thing, I think that's a really good explanation. You know, one part that does kind of confuse me a little about it is the fact that he did say he came back thanks to Hell's Core. Um, you know, but obviously he was kind of like trapped in ice for 10 years, so I was like, how the hell did he come back? You know, because obviously he was dead before that. But then again, it could have been a thing of obviously when Leon ended up breaking the ice, obviously killing him. That's when his soul came back, went to Hell's Core, and then that was when, you know, it all kind of like brought him back to life. But then it comes down to a thing of, but what the hell? How did he find Silver's body? You know, so yeah, that was kind of a weird thing for me. The whole Hell's Core thing coming back, it just didn't fully make sense, because I thought obviously once that demon kind of like dies, their body will explode and everything, and then they travel back. You know, I thought their body had to be disintegrated at the same time, because so far that's kind of like what we've seen. Every time one of the demons goes back to Hell's Core, their whole body gets completely destroyed. But you know, whatever. You know, the Hell's Core thing, it does make sense. It's just kind of like, how does it make sense in a way? You know, it's like it does and it doesn't. Yeah, but obviously elsewhere in this chapter, we got the battle between Mard and the Twin Dragons. It's basically continuing. Mard, he's still basically just playing around with them, and he's actually having a lot of fun fighting them, which is actually kind of strange. It seems to me like he's like having like a first time where, you know, he's fought against humans that have actually lasted this long. You know, obviously because like Sting and Rogue, they're just not giving up completely, you know, and they're just like still carrying on even though they're completely outclassed. But one thing which I do think might actually be quite cool is if kind of like Rogue and Sting eat each other's magics. So, you know, they can end up kind of like, they can end up reaching a level kind of like Future Rogue was, you know, that powerful. Imagine two of them kind of like going up against Mard with the light, dark dragon force mode thing. You know, basically both their powers completely combined and everything, and then them two both with that going up against him. That there, I think that could actually kind of like begin to overpower Mard a little more, because obviously Future Road, that guy was really strong. It's just obviously he was up against Natsu, and Natsu has plot character armor, so yeah, he's not really allowed to win. But yeah, other than that, you got Natsu and the crew. They're pretty much at a stalemate with the other guys they're fighting, but they're really confident, obviously, like they should be, since how they're the main characters. So we obviously know they're gonna end up winning. You know, obviously Fairy Tail is kind of predictable in some of them ways. And Urza and Minerva, they did end up like finding Franmouth on the top of Happy's head, tearing it off his head, which I thought was hilarious. So now they're gonna like use interrogating to find out where the control room is. So it looks like Face is gonna be dealt with as well. So yeah, overall this chapter I thought it was actually really good. Apart from me trying to get my head around the whole Hell's Core thing, I can't actually find much else fault with this chapter. You know, it just was a nice, really good battle, and I cannot wait to see how it's actually going to continue. So yeah, that about ends it from me, guys. You know the usual thing to do at the end of these. Let me know what you thought about this chapter with your comments below. And don't forget to check out the other stuff we do on the channel. So, I'll see you next time.